Hey everybody, Sue Hitzman, creator of the Melt Method. Welcome to another problem to solution session. Today I'm talking about the Dowager's Hump. What a terrible name for a disorder of flexed postures. Hey listen, if you're suffering from cervical issues or you're starting to feel a thickening of the tissue just below your neck, you might be walking your way right into a Dowager's Hump. So if you do think that this is your issue, make sure that you leave a comment below. I'm happy to help you strategize this a little bit more on another talk, and also like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to give you some self-care tips to get out and stay out of chronic pain. But if you're ready to learn about the Dowager's Hump, let's get to it. Okay, so what is a Dowager's Hump? Well, it's actually a term for dignified elderly woman, which says nothing. But what it is usually an issue with older adults. It's called kyphosis, where the cervical spine gets into hyperkyphosis and the facets of the spine start to open up and they stay in an open position. Now, most often we are seeing this in older female clients, and it also is very linked to osteoporosis. But here's the thing. If you are sitting at your desk for long periods of time working on your computer, or you tend to use your phone and keep your head carriage down, for every inch your head carriage goes forward, your brain thinks that your head weighs an additional 10 pounds. That's going to alter the connective tissue, your fascia on the upper back, and you start getting a thickening of the fascia and a decrease in the hydration or fluid flow of the fascial system. So over time, it's going to inhibit and weaken those deep stabilizing muscles of your mid-back. So what you want to do is first use a move called rib length. This is part of the upper body compression sequence of MELT. And it can also be used as an assessment and an awareness technique. What you want to do is set the soft body roller. Don't use a hard roller. If you don't have the MELT roller, use a towel. Roll a towel up. You put it just around your shoulder blades so that the bottom of the shoulder blades are on your side of the roller. You're going to keep your pelvis in a tuck. You bring your hands behind your head and you're going to focus on taking a breath in. And on an exhale, without moving your low back or your neck, you're going to try to extend your mid-back. Now, watch me here. You might think that you're extending your thoracic spine and your mid-spine, but what you're probably doing is hyperextending your neck and low back. Look at all this range of motion that I have. This is not activating the muscles that I want. So really be specific. You take a breath in, and on an exhale, adjust your ribs. You go through rib length. Then you tie your breath to it. You take a full breath in, and on an exhale, make an SH sound. Shh. Pause there for a second on a full exhale to contract the muscles in your deep core. Take another breath in and let it go. And on an exhale, come back up into flexion. Then you're just going to slide your hips towards your heels 1 inch, go to the next vertebra. Same thing, take a breath in. And on an exhale, go through rib length, noticing for any restrictions or tightening, if anything feels not quite right there. Same thing, you take that breath in, you exhale, find your core. Feel that tensional pull increase, take another breath in, and on an exhale, come back up into flexion. And then you would just repeat the process and move your body up through rib length. Now what you might find is that on one of the vertebrae, it actually is sensitive, and what you're feeling is the immobilization of those facets. And if that's what you feel, then what you do is add the upper body compression techniques called gliding, shearing, and rinsing from the upper body rehydrate sequence. This is going to draw fluid extension and fluid hydration into the spinous processes, and that's what's going to allow those spinal bones to start to move. Then on MELT On Demand, you're going to find things like a assisted prone Superman or a true prone Superman to try to extend the thoracic spine and reactivate those muscles that have become inhibited from the fascial restrictions. But it's a step-by-step process with MELT, but you can restore that tissue lump and you can reduce it and also regain some stability in your upper back to eliminate neck and thoracic issues in your body. I hope that helps you strategize some of your self-care techniques. And again, if you've got a lumpy bump on the upper part of your back or have been diagnosed with the Dowager's Hump, start to work with these subtle techniques. Remember, use the MELT soft body roller or a towel. Don't use a hard roller along the spine. I hope that helps you get out and stay out of chronic pain and resolve your Dowager's Hump. Enjoy and happy melting.